10 Middle-class money traps you need to avoid. Middle-class people are often caught in the middle of two extremes. They have money, but not enough to buy everything they want. They are too rich to get government assistance, but not rich enough to live a life without problems. Many middle-class people make mistakes with their money and find themselves in debt or spending more than they earn. In order to avoid the money traps that can happen in life, it is important to have a financial plan and goals for your money. It is also important to know what you can and cannot afford. You might think that you're in the middle class and are doing pretty well, but you might still be making some of these money mistakes. Now, if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Also, make sure you click on the bell to turn on notifications. Here are the 10 most common money traps that we see people in the middle class fall into. 1. Buying a house you can't afford. One of the biggest mistakes people in the middle class make is buying a house they can't afford. This can have huge implications on your financial stability and peace of mind. Housing is one of the biggest expenses in our lives, and it can be easy to get carried away by buying a larger house than we need, or paying more for a property than we can't really afford. The key here is to find a balance between what your budget can afford and what you really need. 2. Getting too much debt. Buying too much on credit can lead to getting too much debt. Sometimes, people get into debt because they buy things they really can't afford, and then they have to keep paying for those things with money they don't have when the credit card bill comes. This can lead to a lot of stress and worry over monthly payments and interest rates. 3. Not having an emergency fund. When times get tough, it can be tempting to use what little money you have on things that will bring instant gratification. However, this often leaves people without enough money to cover their basic needs like food and rent. Having an emergency fund can help offset life's surprises and keep your finances from spiraling out of control in a crisis. 4. Not saving enough for retirement. Despite the importance of saving for retirement, many Americans are not adequately preparing. According to a study by the National Institute on Retirement Security, 45% of working-age households in the U.S. have no retirement savings at all. Saving for retirement can be difficult when you consider the rising cost of living, student debt, and increasing costs of healthcare. But putting off saving for retirement can have significant consequences. It can lead to a difficult future where individuals are forced to work past retirement age or retire in poverty. 5. Overspending on unnecessary items. The middle-class trap of overspending is a major problem that many people face. People are often worried about keeping up with new trends, social media posts and marketing gimmicks. They want to make sure they have the best of everything and don't want to miss out on anything. This type of spending is a dangerous habit that can lead to overspending, credit card debt and more. 6. Buying a car that is more expensive than you can afford. Buying a car that is more expensive than you can afford is a common middle-class money trap. Cars lose value the moment they are driven off the lot, and financing can be expensive. It's important to consider your budget and what your needs are when buying a car. The cost of a vehicle can significantly strain a person's finances if you are not careful. 7. The keeping up with the Joneses trap. This is an emotional trap that a lot of middle-class people fall into when trying to match or exceed their neighbors' or friends' lifestyles. People see what other people have and they feel the need to have that too, but they can't afford it, so they take out a loan. This emotional trap could lead to long-term financial problems. You may also be buying things for your kids in order for them to fit in at school or social events. It's important not to buy things just because other people have them, but instead, buy what you need and want, rather than what everyone else has. 8. Taking on too much student debt. Student debt is a serious financial burden that many families are faced with. College is getting more expensive every year. The average college student will graduate with over $36,000 in student loan debt. The average loan repayment plan can last up to 20 years, and the interest rates on these loans are much higher than other types of loans. Students often take on this debt without fully understanding the implications it will have on their future. It's important for students to research their borrowing options, understand their loan repayment options, and think about the long-term consequences of student debt before making decisions. 9. No trust in the stock market. Another common money trap among the middle class is simply not investing or not investing enough in the stock market. Many middle-class Americans don't trust the stock market, and half of them don't have any type of investment in the stock market. That's unfortunate because investing in the stock market is the best way to make money long-term. They think that the stock market is too complicated and hard to understand, and people lose money when investing on it because it's volatile and unpredictable. When they do make the decision to invest, many Americans think that investing in CDs, bonds, or other low-return investments will let them make it through retirement, but the truth is that most of these options won't even keep up with the rate of inflation, and they'll get burned in the long run. 10. Not seeking new opportunities. The key to achieving financial freedom is to be open to new opportunities. We often fear that we don't have the skills for a new career change, or worry about the unknown. But what if you don't expand your skill set or explore a new opportunity? What if you close yourself off from possibilities before they happen? Stop thinking that you can't change your situation and start looking for new career opportunities. There are so many great opportunities out there just waiting for you to find them. You should always be open to new opportunities. People who do not seek out new opportunities will never know how much better things could have been. In conclusion, the middle class is the most financially vulnerable group in the United States. This is because they are not rich enough to avoid making mistakes with their money, and they're not poor enough to qualify for many government assistance programs. People in the middle class are usually caught in different money traps. These traps are created from a series of bad habits that can cost them dearly. By getting into these bad habits of spending too much on their credit cards, not saving enough, taking out loans they can't afford to pay back, etc., they end up with very little in savings. Don't think short-term, but think about the future. Please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe and click on the bell. It will help me a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.